Question of the day comes from a YouTube content creator. Are all tractor trailer 18-wheeler drivers maniacs? I'm going to go with a no. I'm just going to go with a no. Although I kind of wonder if all of them have their moments. My stepdad was a tractor trailer driver. I'm talking 40, 50 years ago. Let's say 50 years ago. Back then, truckers were a positive force on the interstates. They watched out for all the rookie drivers. If you driving a tractor trailer, you driving for a living. You're a professional. I was teaching my nephew how to drive Panther. He never drove a stick shift before. We were messing around in the parking lot. After about so much time went by, I felt like he was getting the feel of the gears. I said, man, let's go out on the road, drive around the city a little bit. He's like, man, you trust me to drive Panther? I'm like, man, you a professional driver. You whipping an 18-wheeler around. I ain't worried about you wrecking this little car. It's like, you a professional. If you are driving for a living. Now, I'm not saying all professional drivers are good drivers. But man, you driving an 18-wheeler, you driving 20, 40, 60, 80,000 pounds. Surely you're not a bad driver. But why do they do crazy stuff? A few days ago, I'm coming on I-40 heading east. I leave New Mexico. I hit Texas. Wasn't in Texas long. I'm towing a trailer full of stuff with my car. My car is loaded. I got a trailer on the back. Minding my own business. I'm driving about 63, 65 miles an hour. The speed limit is 75. You're more than welcome to go around. I'm not impeding the lane that has all the faster moving traffic in it, supposedly, where the aggressive people hang out, stuff like that. I'm in my side, the transition lane, trying not to block people and not in the fast. Anyway, we're driving across that part of Texas. It's pretty level on the west part of Texas between New Mexico and Amarillo. But I can see in my mirror, there's a truck. He's kind of struggling to get by me. That's not my problem. If I'm driving 65 and you driving 65.2, you might want to adjust your speed down to 65 and stay behind me. If you decide that you're going to overtake me, you need to pick it up. That's not fair to all the people behind you that you want to drag race me down the highway. Anyway, he was there for a while. I noticed. Now, we're going down the highway, and I noticed a trucker on the shoulder, getting in and out of his truck, stuff like that. That's a little dangerous. But, when truckers see that, they'll change lanes. Like, they'll cut you off changing lanes so that they don't buzz that other trucker. So, I'm aware that accidents happen. That trucker could stumble or slip or just not pay attention. He can step out in that road. I'm going to give him all the space I can. So I scoot a little bit over to the left. I'm still in my lane, in my dotted line. And by this time, this guy in my blind spot, he's just about ready to start passing me, So anyway, we get by this truck. I move back over into more of the center of my lane. A few minutes later, the trucker's right beside me, blowing his horn, acting on, man, just mind your business going down the road. So I guess the grade goes down a little bit. He gets in front of me and he brake checks me. Dude, we going 70, 65, 70 miles an hour down the highway. Go on about your business. What are you doing brake checking somebody on the interstate? If something happened, you know how many people behind you'll affect? Do you realize if something happens to your truck and you cause me to hit you, that may be your last trip in that truck, because I'm going to tell them what happened. I mean, if I survive it, if not, other people seeing what you're doing, do you not value your profession that much? So he brake checking me. Now we going 60. So, man, Panther is able to do a buck with this trailer on the back. I don't know if it'll fit y'all like control, but you know, I move over, hit the gas, start going around him. Now he want to traumatize Diane by scooting over into my lane, trying to scare me, I guess. I'm not scared. Unfortunately, he's scaring my wife. We going down the highway 65, 70 miles an hour. He's slowing down with his brake checking stuff. I'm going around him. Now he want to come into my lane like I'm worried about him hitting me or running me off the road. I am not leaving my lane. Go ahead and hit me. Is he going to hit me? No. He might be a maniac, but he ain't that crazy. That's what I hope not. That's what my bet is on. He's not that crazy. So I go around him. Now he blowing his horn again. Dude, this is a luxury car. I can barely hear that. You're not even affecting the music on my stereo. You probably blowing yourself away more than you blowing me away, bothering the cows out in the fields. So anyway, I get around him. I'm back in my lane. 5, 8 minutes later, here he come again. Diane's begging me to slow down and let him go. What do you want me to do? Pull off the highway? I mean, dang, I can't control what this maniac's doing, but she thinks I can. He's scaring her. That's like, dude, get a grip. Like, what is wrong with truckers these days? And I'm not saying all of them, but man, enough of them. It's enough. They don't like you doing the zipper merge. Who put you in charge of the national traffic situation? When there's a lane closure coming up and there's traffic backed up, they want you to zipper. It relieves traffic a little bit. You keep moving. 2 lanes will carry more traffic than 1. You get down to where they say merge now, then you merge now. Not a mile down the road. So if we a mile before the merge, and I don't want to merge, all because you jammed up in 1 lane, doesn't give you the right. Nobody put you in charge of controlling merges. Why are you swerving your truck into my lane, trying to stop me from driving down the clear lane? Because you don't want me to go, because you don't want me to zipper. That's not your responsibility, dude. Stay in your lane. If the police wanted people to merge a mile back, they'd have been put that sign a mile back. If the highway patrol, the highway maintenance crew, the people that are involved in the repairs of that interstate wanted people to merge a mile back, they'd have put the cones a mile back. Stop trying to control other people because your vehicle's bigger. Man, I've had people, flat truckers, try to run me off the road. No, not just once or twice, several times. That is not your job. Pay attention to your job. You was hired to deliver product from point A to point B safely. Nobody put in your contract to make sure you terrorize other non-professional drivers on the road. Now me, I consider myself a professional driver. I drive from point A to point B all the time for profit, for gain. I would unfortunately consider Uber drivers professional. There is nothing I should do, you should do, or some other driving service should do to terrorize anybody. That's not what they gave us a license for. We don't own the freeway. We don't control how other people drive. When I'm driving down the road, I'm usually the safest thing on the road. I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize my safety or other people's safety. I watch out for other people. If somebody starts swerving into my lane, I slow down or I speed up. I don't get on my horn, start flipping them off, open my sunroof, show them their IQ score. I don't do none of that. I back up, let them get control of their vessel. I move on about my life. It ain't worth the stress. It's not my responsibility to try to pull them over and give them a 20-minute driving lesson. Not my responsibility to try to run them off the road. It's just not. It's not yours either. I had a situation one time. We left Albuquerque, headed to Dallas, Texas. We still in New Mexico. Speed limit 75. We had this car loaded down to the ground. Now, we didn't have a trailer on it, but it was loaded down to the ground. Coming down the highway, speed limit 75, 2 tractor trailers. I call it drag racing. Side by side, 5 miles, 10 miles, 15 miles. Good Lord, guys. Like, you going 55, 60 in a 75. Have a little compassion for all these people behind you. One of you guys get behind the other. You're blocking traffic. You're impeding the faster lane. They messing around. Finally, one of them got ahead of the other one. Boom, I punch it. Boom. Go around them, go about my business. Tractor trailer, I threaded the needle. But, you know, these things are big, they're heavy, they're slow. I wasn't worried about wasn't that dangerous of a move. And they couldn't stop me. One of them got ticked off. Maniac move. Calls the state police and lies to the state police that I'm driving around like a maniac, weaving in and out of traffic and stuff like that. You know how I know? Because I got pulled over by state police. 10 miles, 15, 20 miles down the road, I see a state trooper. He gets behind me, pulls me over. Hey, man, I got a call from some truckers back there on the road. They claim you driving like a maniac, high rate of speed, weaving in and out of traffic. Again, 50 years ago, truckers would look out for the people on the road. Now, they want everybody off the road. You want everybody off the road so that you could do what? Head a road by yourself? I understand you got a profession. You're trying to deliver product. But that don't mean you own the road. You probably couldn't pay. If you emptied your whole bank account, you probably couldn't pay for 60 feet of that highway pavement. Not even 60 feet of it. That stuff's expensive, man. You don't own the road. You got a right of passage like everybody else that pay taxes, buy gas, and live in this wonderful free country. So, get a grip, man. If you one of these maniac truckers, Diane said, good Lord, the one that brake checked us the other day, she's like, if he doesn't have patience, even if we didn't do nothing wrong, but even if we would have done something wrong, if you don't have patience to get along on the freeway, get off. You need a new profession, man. Go bag trash at Home Depot. You know, don't be on this highway blowing your horn, trying to run people off the road and terrorizing people. You know, again, didn't bother me much, but you terrorize other people. Get a grip or get off the road, man. I'm out. God help us. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.